Calmly, silently, Lyndon Johnson created a foundation for a nascent American space program that would not be viewed as a threat, and indeed created a series of false events to misdirect, not us, the American public, but to misdirect the real threats against us. The real war, the real space agency went dark, deep and dark, contained to only a very few, and of a highest priority, implementation of research into a chemical retardant that could be added to jet fuel to negate the effects of fluoride. On a cool Pennsylvania morning, just before sunrise, workers arriving for their morning shift at the Philadelphia Naval Shipyard were greeted by a blinding electromagnetic pulse. And as their minds regained clarity, they struggled to understand the presence of the USS Eldridge, DD-173, a destroyer that had been logged as missing in action in October of '43. 30 friggin' years earlier. Just as disturbing, that same morning, 5 Avenger torpedo bombers appeared out of thin air on the tarmac of Fort Lauderdale's Naval Air Station. All 5 planes bearing serial numbers of a training flight that had disappeared 28 years earlier. President Nixon, stunned at the development, but pleased at the messages that accompanied both events. A message of hope that there were allies, those who had been watching the alien agenda for most of human history, their all-seeing eyes symbolic of their knowledge, and their willingness to share that knowledge to combat a threat that was poised to strike at any moment. Not everything is what it seems to be. In January of 1980, President Carter was shown photographic proof of a past civilization on Mars. That proof lay in the recent interpretation of a '76 Viking Mars photograph. Nearing a presidential election which Carter believed he would win, Jimmy Carter sealed the information as presidential eyes only until more information could be provided. On the first morning of his first full day as President of the United States of America, Ronald Reagan opened that envelope and laughed as he shredded the documents. Midway into his second term, Ronald Reagan had disbanded Majestic 12, minimized the chemtrail program, and encapsulated NASA to low Earth orbit missions alone. Further, he denigrated any official who spoke of the coming threat as an American weakness. Why? Because Reagan believed that American military might, American technology was a superior match against any alien threat. That belief was proved not to be the case on January 28, 1986, and there were those like me in the Black Ops community who had other suspicions about Ronald Reagan. A small saving grace to many who had suspicions about Ronald Reagan was George Herbert Bush, an ex-CIA director who held secrets, or should have held secrets that most men would never know existed. It quickly became apparent that President Bush was clueless to the threat placed against the Earth. The KGB plot, while subverted in its infancy, grew under Ronald Reagan, and even with renewed efforts to battle the conspiracy in the late 1990s, it was a force to be reckoned with. The fluoride poison that General Ripper had warned about, the theft of our precious bodily fluids, was well underway. Bam! Two's done. You want to see what? Maybe I'll put it there. There. I don't fucking know. I'll just put it someplace. Yeah, if you guys remember, this is the second time I've done part 2. The audio on the first one was really shitty. Okay, so I took it down. This one's better anyway. I like it all the way around. Everything's better the second and third time around, right? Yeah. And I'm thinking I'm going north this weekend and open up my lot. I gotta stop doing a whole shot glass. Would you guys let me do a half a shot? I'd appreciate that from time to time. Yes, I would.